Hello, excellent day to everyone on this platform. I'm so excited to also share this wonderful training once again about the recommended items for washing your vagina, which is the vulva. We have discussed about what vagina means, what vulva means, what your labia means. The vagina itself is an unseen part of your body, but everyone calls that part of the body vagina. So let's just take it like that. But what we are talking about here is the vulva, and what are the expected things that you can use to actually have a thorough cleanup of that area of your body. Because in fairness, so many people are not so comfortable with the idea of not using soap to wash their vulva, and I quite understand, because when I also had to stop using soap to wash that part of my body, it was a bit difficult, because you feel, oh, it's still very slimy, it's still not looking, it's not, clean enough. That's crispy sign. You want to feel it, and it is only when you use the soap you feel it is clean. But after a while, I started having a better feel of myself, because I got used to using what I'm sharing today, especially the first one, and ordinary water is good for me. But I added some for anyone that might want to try and make use of anything of this nature, because here in this side of the country you might not have all these things just so close to you at your hand's reach. But for anyone that needed this forever aloe first, I'll always be ready and available to provide it for you. But for others, you have to search and look out for it in any supermarket close to you. But aloe first is not sold on shelf in the supermarket, but you can easily contact us. Why did I love this particular one I'm introducing? To me, water is good, and for anyone using Dettol, please don't use Dettol for your pee. It's not too good for you. Don't use Dettol for your pee. Yeah, I'll say that. For instead of you using it, use a mild item like this that I'm sharing today. This aloe force forever, because anything that is aloe base is really good for any part of your body. And this particular aloe force doesn't have any fragrance, it doesn't have any additive. And what makes me love this product more is because of the pH balancing agent that it has. Anything you have to use for there, I've mentioned it, you don't necessarily need anything for that part of the body. Water is enough. But if you must, maybe once in a week or twice in a week, have a good wash of that area, a little of this aloe force mixed with water, and use it to wash that part of the body, you will feel great. And a sister of mine also shared her experience about how she takes good care of that part. That anytime she uses any toilet that she feels uncomfortable about, she normally use one of Forever product, which is the deodorant, and she cuts a bar and use it to rub that part of her body, and she's fine. That aloe deodorant stick is also a very good aloe based product that is very perfect for any part of your body. So for your vulva, I strictly recommend you use water and use this aloe first once in a week or twice in a week for a thorough cleanup. Just to balance the pH of that area, in case maybe you have been using a whole lot of soap in the past and you have trigger the balancing level of that part of your body, the pH balance of that part of your body. You can easily buy one of these products, which is this aloe force spray. Buy it. It is very soothing. Anything that has to go to that area doesn't have to have any spray. It doesn't need any perfume. It has to be soothing, because more of all the other products I'll be sharing with you, some of them are cleansing agents. Yeah, that is very soothing for the face. And because it is a cleansing agent that is soothing for the face, that is why it is being recommended. But personally, I recommend you use this aloe first, just a little in water, and you use it to wash off that place, and you are good to go. So it is very, very sensitive to skin. Anything you have to use for that place have to be sensitive to skin. We have mentioned that you don't need any antibiotics. Don't use any antiseptic. Sorry, don't use any antiseptic, because your vagina is an antibiotics generating, place. It automatically generates the antibiotics itself when you allow it to have a balanced pH. If the level of your pH is balanced, then everything will work perfectly, and it will work automatically by itself. You don't need to trigger it. You don't need to do any dodge. You don't need to do any. The dodge is just inner cleanup of your vagina. It's not necessary, because when you dodge, you kill and clear off all the good bacteria that you need in that area of your body. So you don't need any thorough cleanup. So this aloe force is very, very good. It's a product that is good for many other things, like it's a cleansing property, made of aloe vera. It's a cleansing property made of aloe vera, and it suits minor skin. It's good for minor skin irritations. It is good for minor cuts. It's good for scrapes. Anything that is good for a cut, it is very, very suiting for any opening. And because your vagina is an opening on its own, you are sure that it's not going to harm you. And because it has a very good pH balancing level, it's a pH balanced spray, and is easy to apply to every sensitive skin. Good for your hair also. Your hair health is good for it. It's good for bones. It's good for bones. It's good for anybody that even has, you have a diabetic wound, and you have been battling with it. This spray is perfect. We used to recommend it along with some other products, together to heal such wounds. While you are treating yourself from inside, you'll be treating yourself from the outside with these and some other products we used to recommend. So aloe force is a very, very perfect product for your vagina. For anyone that really wants to take good care of their vagina, you are not so used to not using a soap, this product is perfect for you. And I will always recommend it any day, anytime to anyone. Just a little of it in water, dilute it. Don't use it like that. Use it in a diluted form, and you just apply it straight away to that part of the body. So I will be talking a little about why the sensitive things surrounding why you don't need any soap for that vagina. You don't need any soap. The sensitive skin surrounding your vagina that makes up your labia, your clitoris, your vagina opening, and the opening to the utera can be cleaned. And the soap you choose for that area are a PFD. The tissues are a little bit different. Any tissue you want to use have to be different. These are things that great dermatologists, professors have recommended, gynecologists recommended for us to use. It's more fragile in terms of irritant potential, developing allergies, and physical trauma, because the skin is not as thick. So to speak, the skin of your labia is not as thick as your normal body skin. So the product you use in that area are also very, very important, because they can get into the opening of your vagina, which needs to maintain a certain pH balance to be healthy. That was what I said. And the pH balance needs to be usually nothing less than 4.5. So anyone that has his pH triggered, they usually have itching, irritation. It means that pH of that place is no more balanced, and you need to take it back to its balanced state. So dodging is very bad for your vagina. It is bad. Don't do dodging. So and that is why I personally recommend that you go for water alone and this aloe force as a means of cleaning up properly once or twice every week. And if you want to be using it every day, it's good. It's a pH balanced product, and it will keep that part of your body in a very, very balanced state. So one of the products I'll also be recommending is this Dove sensitive skin bath soap. If you are able to lay your hands on Dove soap, it's good for you also for that part of the body. Yes, it's good for that part of the body if you are able to lay your hands on it. Then the second one is Basis sensitive skin bar. I'll be dropping the pictures of all these products so that you can see them, and if you want to go for them, you can also go for them. But personally, I recommend Forever Aloe First as a means of washing that part of your body. You can just dilute it a little and use it, and you'll be very, very good to go. So the fourth one is Vanny Cream Cleansing Bar. Vanny Cream Cleansing Bar. All these things you can easily get them in big stores. You can walk up to big stores and look out for them. I'll be dropping the pictures of this type of item so that you'll be sure of what you want to get. So this cream based cleanser, this is Vanny Cream. This cream based cleanser is packaged or is a packaging all moisture that sensitive skin is begging for, and even for those whose labia aren't particularly reactive to irritants. So there is a clause here: if your vulva is not irritating to anything that is outside, the normal thing you used to use. If you are very allergic, when that part of your body is very allergic to things, then don't use any soap at all. Use water and use this aloe first I've recommended. Then the eucerin is just like a cleanser. It's a cleanser, but it can also be used for anyone that feels they want to use something, because some people feel they can't do without using something for that part of the body, and that is why we deem it fit to ensure we give you proper recommendation that will be good for you and not detrimental to your health. Then the Avenue moisturizing bar is also good for you. Then the 7 is Cerave hydrated cleansing bar is also good. All these things we have mentioned are good for you, but personally to me, I'm emphasizing it. I won't use any bar soap for that part of my body. I would rather use this aloe first, just a little of it, because it has a pH balancing agent in it, and it is very, very okay and good for that part of your body. But in case you are able to lay your hands on any other of these which we have mentioned here, it's okay if you are not you are not allergic to anything that is of that nature. So, and that is it. These are all the recommended items I can give you. But if you are not able to lay your hands on any of these, go for your water. But if you need the Forever Aloe First, contact us. A link will be forwarded to you where you can easily make your purchase, and it will be delivered directly to you. Anywhere you are in the world, you just need a link from us to be able to buy the Aloe First. Put a little of it in water, use it to wash your vagina, and you are good to go. Honestly, you are good to go. And I mentioned also about what you can use as a penetrating and lubricant. Every woman that is experiencing dryness, you need a lubricant that will easily allow you to have good penetration while you are still building on your libido. Your libido needs to be in a balanced state, and if it's not, you need to work on it. And while working on it, you need a lubricant to put that place in a lubricated form. Look, I'll be sharing somebody's testimony on the group that she's above 60, and she gave that testimony again this morning when I asked her some questions. You can just imagine what it takes. She mentioned something that so amuses me, and I want you also to go through. I'll be dropping the screenshot of the testimony she gave. This is what it's all about. What are you doing about your vagina? How are you taking care of your vulva? How are you taking care of that part of your body that is so sensitive and needs to be cared for? As a woman, no matter how you age, no matter your level, you don't have to shy away from the fact that that part of your body needs to be taken good care of. Don't allow it to develop any odor. Don't allow it to also get irritated to you, because when you have irritation all the time, you keep on scratching, you won't have yourself, you won't enjoy sex even, because the whole part will be filled with wound. And that is what infection causes. When you have infection, it means the pH level of that part of your body is no more in a balanced state, and you need to put it back in shape. And the first measure you also need to take is to get this Forever Aloe First. Put a little of it in water, use it to wash up that place twice a week, and use ordinary water. And if possible, change your panties. If you cannot totally give a thorough hot wash Wash the pant with hot water and detergent. Make sure that the bad bacteria that is around your panties are cleared off. If you know those pants are new, you can still wash them properly and keep using them. Do a hot water wash for your panties and keep using them. But if you can afford to throw them off, throw them away and buy new sets and ensure you wash your new panties before you also use them. These are the little things we need to also work on in order to be able to have a good vaginal health. So for a long awaited training, I know this what can you use to wash off is part of what people have been expecting to hear. So people have chatted me up to want to know, and yes, they want to have a good fragrance for their vagina. What can they use? You don't need any good fragrance for your vagina, because that part of the body doesn't need fragrance. It doesn't need any fragrance. It is already created in a way to smell naturally. If you take good care of that part, it will smell naturally. But if you are having any terrible odor, you can contact us. You need a flusher, you need this aloe force, you need to take care of that part of the body, and this aloe force is going to give you a good pH balance level for that area. When there is a good balancing of your pH, then you are good. No infection can stay. What that place needs is a balanced pH, and that is what you need to work on. So I believe we have been impacted in one way or the other. If you are helped, to click on our subscription button, subscribe for this channel, because we have loads and lots of impactful trainings will be dropping on this channel every time. So ensure you click on this channel to be impacted. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you and take good care. Bye.